Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing another soup. I kind of wanted to do a few more soup recipes since fall is here and the weather is changing and the leaves are falling. This is just the perfect time to kind of embrace those soup recipes. So this recipe is really based on Panera Bread. They have a wonderful broccoli cheese soup that I've tried there. And I just thought maybe I can just put my little spin on my own recipe. So here goes. I started off by sauteing just the basic medley for my soups. It was onions and carrots and celery, and I added in my base seasonings like I did before with the other recipe. It's really important to build your flavor profile from the very beginning. I didn't have any meat stock in the freezer this time, so I basically just took some bouillon flavor powder and added it to some hot water to create my chicken broth. I had a bag of Garbanzo beans in the cabinet that my mom had given me, so this was really my first time kind of playing with those. So I pre-soaked those the day before and they were ready to go for this recipe. I had some potatoes left in the cabinet and I added about 2 cups of diced potatoes. This time I decided not to peel them because those baby potatoes are kind of hard to peel. And I really think that a lot of the fiber comes in the skin, so I left those on as well. I had bought 2 broccoli crowns, and chopped those up, and that came out to about 4 cups of broccoli, but I really only used 3 cups for this recipe. It really didn't take long for this soup to come together. I just kind of added things in stages based on how long it took them to cook. I'll put the actual recipe down in the comments in the description so you really will know how long to cook. So once all of your ingredients are mostly cooked down, you really want to go in either with an immersion blender, which I don't have. I just used my old handy dandy Ninja. I kind of scooped out maybe half of the soup and I left the rest in the pot. I really like to have some texture to my soup. So this process didn't really take that long. It's really just to give the soup a nice consistency. The one thing about this particular recipe is that, or any type of recipe, you can really make it your own. As you noticed in the beginning of the video, I didn't really measure my ingredients, my seasonings as I was adding them. For me, I really don't measure. I really just eyeball when I'm throwing things in. I kind of know how much a teaspoon is versus how much a tablespoon is. But if you're a new cook in the kitchen, you might want to just measure just to start off and adjust your taste as you go. So as I'm adding the mixture back into the soup, it doesn't have a good look right now, but trust me, it will all come together in the end. You just kind of stir it and make sure it's well incorporated and let this simmer for, I don't know, maybe about 5 more minutes. Once the soup is really thickened up, you want to go in and add in your remaining ingredients. This time around, I used about 2 cups of cheese. It was really like a 3 cheddar type medley that I had gotten from Aldi's, but I also added in a little bit of that smoked cheddar that I had. You can use the already pre-shredded cheese, or if you like, use block cheese and shred it yourself. It's really all about your personal preference. And then you want to follow with 1 cup of heavy cream. Now, if you're someone who's watching your dairy intake, you might want to cut back on this amount and just make a half a cup, but I chose to do 1 cup just to see the consistency in the end. You want to give this a good stir and let it simmer maybe around medium low for another 5 minutes. You want to give it some time to let all the flavors really melt together, allow the cheese to melt properly as well. I think you'll really be happy with how this dish came together. You can serve it by itself or also with a nice little piece of crusty bread. It's really up to you. Well, I really hope that you decide to try this recipe. And to really set it off, I chose to cut up some bacon and some onion, spring onion, and garnish the soup. And it really made a big difference in the flavor. But it's totally optional. I must say, this soup really came out really delicious. I think it tastes even better than Panera bread, but that's my opinion. I'm probably biased. But you should try it and let me know in the comments how it came out for you. Alright, thank you for watching, but don't forget to like and subscribe.